We are going to be managing a lot of files. And as we're in hybrid mode, this means that you're moving from computer to computer. And that can be very tricky when we start working with websites. Websites are all based on files, as you learned in the last video. They're based on HTML files, images, videos, all of these things. And the computer is going to need to know where these files are. That means that you can't just drop them all onto the cloud like through Google Drive or Office 365. You can't just drop them somewhere and then hope to be able to use them. The computer needs to know exactly where they are. And we're going to be putting these files on your computer before we put them on a server that's accessible everywhere on the web. So we're going to create local files. And what that means is that as we move from computer to computer, those files don't exist on the next computer you go to. So as we move through here, it's very important that since you're coming to school half the time and you're being at home half the time, that you are keeping to hopefully one computer. If you don't have one computer and you're switching between computers, you're going to need to get a USB thumb drive. So when we have this, you have three options. You're either using a school district laptop when you're at home, you're using a personal laptop when you're at home, or you're using a personal desktop computer, which is not portable and cannot be brought to school. If you're using a school district laptop, you need to be bringing that to school with you, and you need to be using only that laptop to create websites in Dreamweaver as we move forward. So when we create this website and the next view, you should only be working on that laptop. Now, when you come to school, you can still use the computer to watch videos and do the Pear Decks and all the interactive presentations, but you need to be creating all of your coding and files on your laptop. That way, you're not moving files from one computer to the next and back. If you're using a personal laptop, you need to also be bringing this to school with you, and you should only be using that laptop to create the files as well. So whether you have a school district computer or a personal computer, this is what you need to do. If it's a laptop, you need to be bringing it to school with you. If you have a personal desktop computer at home, you are going to need to get a USB thumb drive. You're going to want to store everything on that USB thumb drive. So when we make our files in the next video, you should be doing that on a thumb drive. So you should plug that thumb drive into your computer, create the folder, and put the files on there. That way you can take the thumb drive out when you come to school, bring it with you, plug it into your computer, and have the same files and not have to be moving them. They all stay in one location on that thumb drive. And you need to be bringing that thumb drive to and from your house so that you can work on those files. It's really important that as we move forward, you are paying attention to how you manage your files. If you don't do this, it will not work. So please make sure that you are managing your files correctly, you're listening, and you're paying attention to know what you need to do.